everyone, and welcome to another FRSA live broadcast. For a Friday afternoon, we're going to spend 6 minutes with our really great friends over at Snaicc. And today we'll be talking with Sharon Williams, who's the Snaicc chairperson and an Narangga and Garana, did I say it right? South Australian woman. She lives in Adelaide and is the CEO of Aboriginal Family Support Services, AFSS, and which is the peak Australian social welfare organisation in South Australia. And Sharon has been a member of the Snaicc National Executive since 1999. Thanks for joining us, Sharon.
Thank you.
Oh, we're so excited to have you and to learn a bit more about Snaicc, which is an iconic Australian organisation, but not many people know just how much work you do.
Thank you. Snaicc has been around for a long time. We've been around since 81, I apologise, 1981. And we're the peak body for early childhood and family welfare, child and family welfare. And we are the voice and for Aboriginal children and families. We advocate, we support, and we work towards the safety, well-being and development of our children in all of our communities across Australia.
That's amazing. It's your work encompasses all of the spheres of the sectors that deal with social services. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. One of the things that it's so important is that we understand that the well-being of children, which is the early years, giving our children the best start to life, is all of the processes around getting children into daycare, into school, supporting families as part of that hub, and giving our families and children capacity to be stronger than they currently are, giving them the tools to navigate much better, and supporting stronger families, one child, one person at a time.
That's really exciting. And so can we get in a little bit deeper into some of the things you do? I know there's a lot of training, and like Snaicc doesn't also just provide services. You also have like a wealth of resources and programs that other organisations can draw from to help with cultural competencies and collaborative work and things like that. Can you tell us a little bit more about the work that you do in those areas?
Yes, I'd like to, if I can, step back one step and say one of the things we do quite a lot of is supporting carers, foster carers. One of the areas that we do a lot of work in social welfare is about children who, for whatever reason, can't live with their parents at this time. And so we work with foster carers, kinship carers to support these children and families. And so we have a website that's accessed. There's a whole lot of resources on this website, tools for managing the process. And this website can be accessed directly through supportingcarers.snaicc.org. And anybody can access this website, but it's absolutely wonderful in terms of how are we managing the process? What are the tools that we can add to support carers looking after children, whether it's their extended family or foster care children? Okay. Sorry, I was going to go on to say, in terms of our training and resources, we have a number of resources that are open to anybody who comes online to look at resources. You can purchase them, you can get them online. But we look at family violence and how that impacts on our families. So family violence training workshops to support healing from the prevention of family violence, child abuse and neglect, and supporting and building of child-safe communities and organisations. We do cultural competency workshops for families and community services, working with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander children and their families. And we also do how to foster strong partnerships between mainstream and community-controlled organisations. So there are three really key bits of training that we can provide across Australia to both Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal organisations.
That's amazing, and such a broad coverage. Like, you really are touching on all of the places that are important, not just for the people in need of service provision, but also the organisations that require to providing it. Can we hear that website one more time for the carers?
www.supportingcarers.snaicc.org.au. And the topics that we will cover in that is connecting to culture, social and emotional well-being, the rights of a child, caring for kids, and looking after yourself. They're topics that are in that website.
That's amazing. And if people are looking for more information, they can go to the website. There's resources there that will help them navigate any questions they have. And there's all those sorts of other links and things to join them to you or other organisations that can assist. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. If anybody would like to access our website, if you go to Snaicc, that's snaicc.org.au, and navigate around there, because you can actually go to our resources, our e-bulletins, what bits of work we're doing on now, how we're influencing policy. So please access our direct Snaicc line, snaicc.org.au, and there is just so much for so many people.
It's amazing. I thought just from our relationship at the FRSA that I had a good handle on how much work you cover, but I've learned something new today. I can't believe the breadth of coverage that Snaicc provides in the sector. That's amazing. So just to final up, can you what's going on with Snaicc in the upcoming months or next year? What important things, or what things is Snaicc doing that you'd love to tell the audience about? Do you have anything?
We are doing lots of work in terms of partnerships, how we're engaging. We're doing lots of work around competency, and that's competency within our own organisations, but also how we're working with non-Aboriginal organisations to build capacity when they're working with Aboriginal children and family. I think that's a huge bit of business. I think that as our, the increasing need for additional services, mainstream non-Aboriginal services to work with our families, it's important that we support cultural competencies within those organisations. We build capacity for cultural safety in non-Aboriginal organisations, and we develop an understanding of how we can best support our children and families in being all they can be. So
it's going to be an exciting new year for Snaicc by the sounds of things.
It's always exciting, but I think that the next 12 months will take us in a whole new direction.
Oh, you've really inspired my Friday. Thank you so much for sharing all the information about Snaicc with us this afternoon. It's been really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thanks again, everybody. That was FRSA, and we were talking with Sharon from Snaicc, and that was the last of our live broadcasts that we had with our sponsors from Conference 2015. If you missed it, you can wait 5 minutes and YouTube will have it online for you. Thanks and bye.